Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm Bree and today I am filming my 4 ways to restore moisture to your hair. So these are going to be my tips for dry hair in the colder months. As naturals, we all suffer from our dry, brittle hair in the harsh weather conditions of wintertime. So I wanted to give you the 4 ways that I keep my hair moisturized in the colder months. But let me start. I'm going to start with tip number 1, which is co-washing. And co-washing is basically conditioner washing. So instead of using shampoo, which has a tendency to strip your hair of its natural moisture, strip your hair of its natural oils. That's the word I'm looking for. You can use conditioner, which has a tendency to give your hair a boost of moisture as well as cleansing. So that is my tip number 1, which is to co-wash. Tip number 2 is to, when you moisturize your hair, seal your hair. It makes no sense to moisturize your hair and not seal it, because then basically you didn't moisturize at all, in my opinion. So I do have a video on how I moisturize and seal, and I usually seal with a natural oil. And usually I have a blend of it, which is castor oil, because castor oil is very thick and it's healthy for my hair in the colder month. And I do use olive oil, sweet almond oil, and coconut oil sometimes. It depends. But I seal with an oil or shea butter. And what that does is it acts as a barrier to lock in that moisture so that my hair doesn't get super duper dry by the end of the day. So I highly recommend that you seal your hair with a natural oil or a butter, whichever you feel comfortable with. I use both because it gets pretty cold here and my hair be struggling. So yeah, that was my tip number 2. Tip number 3 I do suggest is deep conditioning at least once a week. I deep condition twice, but you can do it at least once a week for 20 to 30 minutes. And deep conditioning helps to restore the moisture to your hair. And I also suggest that if you're going to deep condition, you might want to, well, you don't have to, but using a heat cap, that can increase the effectiveness of your deep condition because it penetrates your hair way faster and deeper. So heat cap is good. My last and final tip is drum roll please. But my last and final tip is protective styling. And what I mean by that is low manipulation styling, which means that we have to keep our hands out of our hair. We want a style that's going to help us to keep our hands out of our hair. And it doesn't always have to be box braids, although box braids are protective styling. It doesn't have your hair completely exposed to the dry weather conditions of the winter time. But you can also do like mini twists, maybe bantu knots, bantu knotted up. Just styles that you don't have to do too much touching with your hair or combing with your hair, because dry hair breaks and you want to be careful with your hair in the winter time because it's at a fragile state. So low manipulation styling I definitely recommend. So those are my 4 ways to restore moisture. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!